Okay, shall we start?
Yes, sir. Start, sir.
Okay. So good morning all. So we are going to start now Varga Bheda Nirupan. So this is a Varga Bheda. Varga Bheda means we are the what Maharshi is saying, all the Vargas. Till now we discussed from D1 to D60. So all these Vargas, what are they? And what we can get it from each Varga. We'll start from this one. Varga Bhedanaham Vakshe Maitreyatvam Vidaraya. Shadvargaha Saptavargacha Digvargaha Nupavargaha. Bhavanti Varga Samyoge Shadvarge Kimshukadayaha. Dvabhyam Kimshukanamacha Tribirvyanjanamuchyate. Chaturbhihi Chamarakyam cha Chatram Panchavirevacha. Shadbhihi Kundala Yoga Syat Mukutakyam cha Saptabhihi. Saptavarge ata Digvarge Parijata Samyakaha. Parijatam Bhaved Vabhyam Uttamam Triviruchyate. Chaturbhihi Gopurakyam Syat Charaihi Simhasanam Tatha. Paravatam Bhaved Devalokam cha Saptabhihi. Vasibhihi Brahmalokakyam Navabhihi Shukravahanam. Digbihi Sri Dhama Yogasya Dhadashodasha Vargake. Bhedakam cha Bhaved Vabhyam Trivisyat Kusumakhyakam. Chaturbihi Nagapushpam Syat Panchabihi Kanduka Havyaham. Keralakyam Bhavet Shedbihi Saptabihi Kalpavrukshakam. Ashtabi Chandanavanam Navabihi Purna Chandrakam. Digbir Chaiv Shravanama Rudrair Dhanvantari Bhavet. Suryakantam Bhavet Suryair Vishwai Syad Vidrumakyakam. Shakrasimhasanam Shakrair Golokam Titir Bhavet. Bhupai Srivallabhajyam Syad Varga Bedai Rudahruta. Swocha Mula Trikona Swabhavanadipate Shubha Swarudat Kendra Nadhanam Varga Grahya Sudhimata. Astangata Grahajita Nichaga Durbhalachaye Shayanadigatastebhya Utpanna Yoganashakaha.
Okay. Varga classification. Maitreya explained now are the sum of the effects of classification of different divisions or vargas so far narrated. These are 4 kinds. With Shadvarga, 6 divisions considered. Saptavarga, 7 divisions considered. Dashavarga, 10 divisions considered. And Shodashavarga, all the 16 divisions considered. In Shadvarga classification, the Varga designations are Kimsuka, Vyanjana, Chamara, Chatra, and Kundala, according to planet being in 2 to 6 combinations of good Vargas. Next is the Sapta Varga, in which classifications continue in the same manner up to 6 combinations of good Vargas. The 7th additional Varga getting classified as Mukhuta. In Dashavarga scheme, the designations commence from Parijata, such as 2 good Vargas, Parijata, Uttama, Gopura, Simhasana, Parvata, Devaloka, Brahmaloka, Sakravahana, and 10 Vargas, Sri Dhama. In the Shodasa Varga scheme, the combinations of Vargas go with the designations. Thus, 2 good Vargas, Bhedaka, Kusuma, Nagapushpa, Kanduka, Kerala, Kalpa Vriksha, Chandanavana, Purna Chandra, Ucha Chais Rava, Dhanvantari, Suryakanta, Vidhuruma, Sakra Simhasana, Goloka, and 16 Vargas, Sri Vallabha. In these divisions, the divisions falling in the planets' exaltation sign, Mula Trikona sign, own sign, and the signs owned by the Lord of an angle from Aruda ascendant are all to be considered as good Vargas. The divisions of combust planet, defeated planet, weak planet, and planet in bad avasthas like Sayana, we all ignored to be auspicious. For this, destroy the good yogas. 4 kinds of summary of the Vargas or divisions are suggested thus. So, what is meant by Shadvarga? Shadvarga is the combination of seeing 6 Vargas: Rasi, Hora, Declinate, Navamsha, Dwadashamsha, and Trimshamsha. Sapta Varga, 7 Vargas, adding Saptamsa to the Shadvarga. Dashavarga, adding Shodashamsha, Dashamsha, and Sashtiamsha divisions to Saptavarga. Shodashavarga, all the 16 Vargas so far narrated by the sage. The groups as above, as per Sloka 17 and 20, the Vargas to be considered good are exaltation divisions, Mula Trikona divisions, own divisions, the divisions of the owners of 4 angles counted from the Arudapada and Pada Lagna. The first 3 are clear. The 4th one needs a clarification. The Sloka 52, the word Swadhata has been used, which means from the Arudapada and Pada Lagna. Hence, the last quarter of Sloka 52 hints at the divisions of the lords of the angle from the Arudapada. Similarly, Swamsa R means the Navamsha occupied by the Atmakaraka, that is Karakamsha ascendant. The sage suggests that the signs owned by the lords of Arudha Lagna and of its angles are considered good for Varga division. This will bring many signs, sometimes as many as 8 in the preview of the rule. it has been felt necessary to bring this liberal approach contained in the sloka to the attention of the reader. In my opinion, the true strength of a planet lies in Mula Trikona exaltation and own sign positions. For the sake of brevity, the good vargas in the number of the context of Shadvarga through Shodasha Varga are given special designation detailed below. If the Shodasha Varga scheme is considered, 2 or more such good Vargas are known as Kimsuka, Vyanjana, Chamara, Chatra, Kundala. If Saptavarga scheme is used, same names up to 6 good Vargas apply, 7 good Vargas go under the name of Mukuta. So if Dashavarga scheme is resorted to, the good Vargas in the number are called thus Parijata, Uttama, Gopura, Simhasana, Parvata, Devaloka, Brahmaloka, Sakravahana, Sridhama. Sridhama. The author of the Sarvartha Chintamani designates 8, 9, and 10 respectively as Amara, Airavata, Vaishas, Shashikamsas. In fact, these 3 are popularly known with the names Amara etc. rather than the ones given by Maharshi. When Shodasha Varga scheme is wholly considered, the number of good divisions known as Vedaka, Kusuma, Nagapushpa, Kanduka, Kerala, Kalpavuksha, Chandana Vana, Purna Chandara, Uchaisrava, Dhanvantari, Suryakanta, Vidruma, Sakra Simhasana, Gokula, Sri Vallava. It may be noted that most of the even the horary authors have not been gone beyond the Shavarga scheme. The sage has fully explained all the 16 Vargas involved so that the planet actual disposition is popularly known. As far as Hora or half of the sign is considered good Vargas, should be flexibly used as except the sun and moon, none of the rulership of Hora. None has rulership of Hora. Jupiter is exaltation Varga in the moon's Hora. Then for Jupiter in sun's Hora and for other 4 in any Hora. How do we classify the Varga? In my opinion, we have to follow the hint given in Sloka 13. The next chapter that Jupiter, Sun, Mars give effects if the Sun Hora as far as the Hora is considered, and the rest of the planet except Mercury in moon's Hora. Mercury is good in both Horas. So to say these are good Horas for the concerned planets, it follows that Jupiter and Mercury are good in any Hora of the Varga classification. Thus, there are further hints about Hora. Wait, chapter 7, sloka 13 onwards. Nextly, a brief clarification is required about the sun and moon not having own trimshamsas. The sun can occupy Aries in trimshamsas and moon can be in Taurus in Venus trimshamsa. They cannot be in Leo or Cancer in trimshamsa charts. Hence, only exaltation will apply to them in trimshamsa. Now, coming back to Varga names, we will take up some clarification. The word Surya Kantamsha denotes that a planet or the ascendant, as the case may be, the obtained total good Vargas in the Shodasha Varga are 16 divisions. Similarly, Parvatamsha indicates 6 good Vargas in the Dashavarga scheme. One can understand these terms on these lines. Very lengthy. So,
Yeah. Actually, here, yes.
Actually, this Shadvarga is we can decode as D1, D2, D3, D9, D12, and D30. So Shadvarga D1, D2, D3, D9, D12, D30. So 6 types of charts considered as Shadvarga. So when you have to, the D1 is basic birth chart, Lagna chart. D2 is Hora. Hora means deals with the wealth, the accumulated wealth. Those things can be seen in Hora. D3 is Drikana. Drikana is a Parakrama, boldness, and the native siblings. The third house, C-section of third. And D9, Navamsha. Navamsha will see with what dharma he will follow. D12, Dwadashamsha, the parents and those issues in Dwadashamsha. Trimshamsha means misfortunes. Trimshamsha means misfortunes. Those things, these charts are called as Shadvarga. Again, I am telling D1, D2, D3, D9, D12, and D30. These considered as Shadvarga. They mentioned about Shadvarga. And Saptavarga. Saptavarga means Shadvarga plus D7. So D7 is added to Shadvarga equal to Saptavarga. That is in common layman, D1, D2, D3, D9, D12, D30 plus D7. So D7 discuss about progeny, sex, children. So those kind of mantra sadhana, those kind of things, it's all related to D7. So this is related to giving birth to children, those kind of things are added in Saptavarga. So D7 is added in Saptavarga. Dashavarga. Dashavarga is the same Saptavarga plus D10, D16 and D60, 60. Here D10 deals with profession and D16 travels with accidents and traveling, those kind of stuff in D16. D60, the last one. So Sanchita Karma. So these are Dashavarga. And Shodashavarga means all the charts, all the 16 charts, whatever he said, Parasara Maharshi, are considered as Shodasha Varga. So these are the terms he mentioned: Shadvarga, Saptavarga, Dashavarga, and Shodasha Varga. And also he mentioned that Simhasanamsa, Kumsamsa, like that he mentioned some words. Those are related to if a planet, if you see a planet in D1 chart, when it is in the same place as many charts, if you consider 6 or some 7 things, 6. If you see 6 charts, suppose your Jupiter is sitting in same place in the 6 charts, is considered as Simhasanamsha, I think so. I'm also not aware of this. When a planet is sitting in as many charts, so it is obtaining power. And he mentioned as Maitreya and in some other texts he mentioned, when a planet is sitting in so many charts, he will become a ruler or king. So when a planet is sitting in a certain number of charts, it is considered as Simhasanamsha, Gokulamsha, like that. They have certain specific names and tables. So, apart from this, sir, about you, whatever
Yes,
I know.
yeah. This is a little bit. It's not complicated, but people will get bored about knowing these words because Maharshi used typical words. Because he is anyway discussing about all the Varga charts. So there are division again out of these Varga charts for ascertain a planet strength. A planet is, suppose we always look for a D1 chart, but what exactly the planet is having strength, that will be known only if you go into particular divisional charts. So we see only now D9. So D9, what will happen if the planet is in D1 sitting in good position, but in D9, it went to debilitation, suppose. So what will happen? The result will not be good as expected in D1. So we all know that if it is a D1 is a tree, D9 is a fruit. So like that, the remaining divisional charts also, each for children, if you want to see the D7, Saptamsha. For parents, related things, D12, Dvadashamsha. So we have all the divisional charts. You see, you can, Parasara Maharshi is mentioning that. So the D1 is well-being of the person, total physique. Hora is, we all know that how much wealth you can see that. The D3 decanate, we say, Drishkana, Dekana, is related to happiness through Kobar from your younger and elder brothers. Chaturtamsha, we all know fortunes. Saptamamsha again for progeny and dynasty also. Navamsha is for spouse and dharma. Is not mentioned here, but generally Navamsha is for dharma also. Dashamsha is your position, your power, and what you are going to earn for livelihood. Dvadashamsha related to parents and well-being of the parents and how is the relation with your parents. All those things can see in the Dvadashamsha. Shodashamsha is related to your conveyances and the happiness you are going to get in your life. Vimshamsha is for your sadhana, worship and spiritual progress, religious activities. Chaturvimshamsha, we all know about this academic achievements and what type of education you are going to have. Bhamsha is strength and weakness of the person. Trimshamsha is for evils, that is misfortunes and fortunes also both. Khavedamsha is auspicious and inauspicious effect. Also we discuss is a Mata Mahud, maternal dynasty related things. Akshavedamsha, general purpose, but it also deals with about paternal side. Last is a Shashtyamsha. This is same is equal to D1 for all general things. You can see that. So out of these 16 divisional charts, Maharshi made some groups again, making by adding up to 6. The 1 to 6, there is no Saptamamsha, but Dvadashamsha is. The number is changed, but the group, if you group 6 divisional charts, that is called Shadvarga. If you take Shadvarga, a planet in D1 is exalted. And it's D9 is also exalted. Suppose, for example, I am talking. That means it's in the 2 divisional charts, the planet is in a good position. Exaltation is, we can say, the highest position. So then it is called King Shuka. The planet is attained the status of King Shuka. Because all these words, I didn't see anywhere in softwares, the software makers are not given all these details. But the person who are interested to learn the planet strength and status, how is posited. Even though sometimes what will happen, the planet sitting in a wrong houses, like bad houses, D1. House-wise is bad, but place-wise is good, exalted. Suppose sun is there, sun is exalted in 6th house, sun is exalted in 8th house, Sun is exalted in 12th house. But the planet is having strength. The same is continued in other Varga charts like D9, D12, D7. So then the planet attains some special power. So that's what he is discussing here. So in Shad Varga, if a planet is getting in a good position, the position also is given the measurement Swocha. Swocha means Swa. Swa means his own sign. Ucha means again exaltation. Then next Mula Trikona. So Mula Trikona sign we all know that the 9 planets have their own Mula Trikona signs apart from exaltation signs and own signs. That means three houses will be there for a planet. So any of these three, the planet getting the houses in divisional charts. So that is a measurement. So Shad Varga, if you take 6 divisional charts, in out of 6, if the planet is attained good Vargas, means good position in 2 Vargas, is called Kimshuka. If it is a 3 Vargas, it is called Vyanjan. If it is a 4 Vargas, Chamara. If it is a 5 Vargas, Chatra. And 6 is called Kundala. So this is about Shad Vargas. Maharshi is given the next to division, next to combination, Sapta Varga. Don't know why exactly you want to add differentiate Shad Varga and Sapta Varga. There is only extra is added to that. The Saptamsha is added. So it becomes Sapta Varga. The last, again, Sapta Varga means if a planet is having 2 Varga in a good houses, the Kimshuka, Vyanjana, Chatra, Cham, all those things. The last one, 7th, Sapta Varga means 7th divisional charts, right? So if it is 7 Vargas, the planet is having good place, then it is called Mukuta. Mukuta means we all know, right? Mukuta is the king wears it on your head. The next division is a Dasha Varga, means 10 divisional charts. But again, he is given the different names. Shad Varga, he used different names. In Dasha Varga, he used a different name. Suppose if it is 2 Vargas having good placement for a planet, that is called Parijata. If it is a 3, Uttama. Same 4 is a Gopura. 5 Vargas, Simhasana. 6 Vargas, Paravatam. 7 Vargas, Devalokam. 8 is Brahmalokam. 9 is Shakravahan. 10 Vargas, Sri Dhama. So this is 10. Dasha Varga is grouping is divisional charts is different and the name is different from Shad Vargas. The last combination is Shodasha, means all 16 is used. And in the all 16 is given the naming to is again different from Shad Varga, Dasha Varga. In Shodasha Varga, if it is 2 divisional charts, the planet is in good place. That is called Bhedaka for 2. If it is 3 is a Kusuma. If it is a 4 is a Nagapushpa. And 5 Vargas is called Kandukam. And 6 is a Keralam. 7 is a Kalpavruksham. 8 is a Chandanavanam. 10 is a Uchchaisravam. 11 is a Dhanvantari. 12 is a Suryakantam. 13 is a Vidrumam. 14 is a Shakrasimhasan. And 15 is a Golokam. Last 16 is a Sri Vallabham. That means if it is a planet is assigned, the name planet is called as a Sri Vallabhamsha. That means the planet is sitting in a good position in all 16 regions. So that planet is going to give perfect, all, you can say very good plan. So generally these type of things will come only like Rama, Krishna, Avatar Purushas, or maybe Chakravartis earlier used to come. So these are all very high level things. First thing is you should have your birth time should be perfect. You need to rectify it if it is left and right. Then you need to go through that. So the planet is in 16 divisions, how it is positioned. So you can make the table for all your 9 planets, how they are sitting. So based on that, we can conclude how they are going to do the result. This is the Shadvargas, Dashavarga, Saptavarga, and Shodashavarga. So anyone to add here, or you have any, you want to know anything or doubts?
I have seen this Dashavarga, what he
Yeah.
mentioned, that if a planet is sitting in same place in the 2 charts, it is called as Parijatamsha. And
Yes.
if it is in 3, Uttamamsha, Gopuramsha 4, 5
Yes.
is Simhasanamsa. He used Simhasanamsa in various texts. Many authors used Simhasanamsa. So in Dashavarga scheme, he classified into 10, Parijatamsha to Sridharamsha 10. So if a planet, especially Jupiter, so many authors said that if a Jupiter is, if you see in the same position in different charts, if it is in 5 different divisional charts, if Jupiter is sitting in same place, he will become a king, Simhasanamsa. He will attain throne, Simhasana. Simhasana means throne, right?
Yes.
So he will conquer and capture the throne. So many people said, if we see that Jupiter or any planet in 5 different divisional charts, if it is in exaltation or own sign, whatever it is, in same place, sitting in same place. Here Maharshi said that if it is in good status, if it is exaltation in 5 charts, or if it is in Mulatrikon or own sign, whatever it is, if it is in good position, then he will have good results, powerful results. So many people I see using Simhasanamsa.
Yes, because if you go, generally when we need to know the strength of the planet, then next comes, I think next chapter is there, Vimshopaka Bala. Vimshopaka Bala means there is a 20-point scheme. So each planet will have a Vimshopaka Bala. So the 20 point, that will be calculated where this planet is sitting in various divisional charts. If suppose in a D9 in a exalted, then the Maharshi is given some points. So like that, you will go from D1 to D16. So each divisional chart, if it is in a good place, the full marks. If it is a negative, means a enemy sign or debilitated, then the value will be 0. So like that, the Vimshopaka Bala is calculated. So Vimshopaka Bala is again diverted into 4 combinations like Shadvarga. The Shadvarga, what is the Vimshopaka Bala? Saptavarga, what is the Vimshopaka Bala? And Dashavarga, same Shodashavarga. So if it is a Shodashavarga, any planet is attaining more strength. That means in all aspect of your life, that planet will give very good results. Suppose it is Lagna Lord. Take it Lagna Lord in Sun. Sun is in a Shodashavarga, all 16 divisional charts is attained with 20 out of 20 Vimshopaka Bala. The calculation method, we know how he is given. There is a table, I think, in the next coming chapters. So that planet is having a lot of strength. So that will be, if Lagna Lord is in such position, the person will be very prominent person. Definitely will have a ruler, such type of things. Because the Maharshi is written this subject at the time of the kings. Basically, the astrology is for kings only, not for common man. So we need to know the planet using divisional charts, how much strength it is having. So in that way, we need to calculate. Anything, nothing, will go next.
Anyone have this divisional charts, or if people can share, we'll see. Anyone have?
Nobody's okay.
So
It's
wait,
a different subject.
I will share actually. Can you give me that sharing option, sir?
One sec.
Are you able to see, sir?
Yes.
In my software, we will get all the divisional charts.
Yes, most of the chart fairs, they have all the divisional, 16 divisional charts, will get it. But they will not give the planet, how many in Vargas is a good, based on that can give final the status. Is it a Gopuramsha or Simhasanamsha or Paravatamsha, like that.
Okay.
That we need to calculate.
Yeah, sir, if we see here in Lagna chart, Jupiter position in Libra, Jupiter with Moon in Lagna chart.
Yes, Jupiter. Jupiter is in 8th house.
Libra.
Libra,
And in
but from Moon.
In Drikana, Jupiter is sitting in Libra. Drikana.
Yes, D3.
And Chatura Amsha also, Jupiter is sitting with the Moon in same position.
Yeah.
So like this, if we see a planet in as many charts in same position, suppose now it is in the Lagna chart and Drikana, so we can call it as a Parijata Amsha. So if we see in two charts, we can call it as Parijata Amsha.
Yeah.
If we see the same planet Jupiter in 5 charts, we need to call it as a Simhasanamsa. So he can conquer the Simhasana throne.
Yes.
So likewise, this Maharshi said that Dashavarga, the 10 things, the Dashavarga is related to profession. So in that, if any planet in 5 charts, so Dashavarga, it deals with profession. If a planet is occupying same position in 5 divisional charts, it is called as Simhashanamsa, and that person will become a more powerful in profession. Hope people understood that complex subject. That's all from my end, sir. Anybody want to add anything?
Yeah, anyone have a doubt, please raise your hand.
That's it. Closing.
Hello.
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We have another 15 minutes.
Yeah, we'll complete this one, divisional consideration.
Yeah, okay.
So then divisional consideration, what he says, Maharshi is, Ata Shodasha Vargeshu Vivekam cha vadamyaham Lagne Dehasya Vijnanam Horayam Sampadadikam Drekane Bhratrujam Saukyam Turyamshe Bhagya Chintanam Putra Pautradikanam Vaichintanam Saptamam Shake Navamamshe Kalatranam Dashamamshe Mahatpalam Dvadashamshe Tatha Pitro Chintanam Shodashamshake Sukha Sukasya Vijnanam Vahananam Tathaivacha Upasanaya Vijnanam Sadhyam Vimshati Bhagake Vidyaya Veda Bahvamshe Bhamshe Chaiva Bhala Balam Trimshamshake Arishtapalam Kavedamshe Shubha Shubham Akshavedamshake Chaiva Shashtyamshe Akhilamikshayet Yatra Kutrapi Samprapta Krura Shashtyamshakadipaha Tatra Nasho Nasandeho Gargadinam Vacho Yatha Yatra Kutrapi Sampraptaha Kalamshadipihi Shubha Tatra Vruddhicha Shashticha Gargadinam Vacho Yatha Iti Shodasha Varganam Bhedaste Pratipaditaha.
Okay. Use of the 16 divisions. I now explain the use of these 16 divisions. The psychic physique from the ascendant, wealth from Hora, happiness through co-born from decanate, fortunes from Chaturtamsha, sons and grandsons from Saptamamsha, spouse from Navamsha, power from Dashamsha, parents from Dwadashamsha, benefits and adversities through conveniences from Shodashamsha, worship from Vimshamsha, learning from Chatur Vimshamsha, strength and weakness from Bhamsha, evil effects from Trimshamsha, auspicious and inauspicious effects from Kha Vedamsha, and all indications from both Aksha Vedamsha and Sashtiyamsha. These are the considerations to be made through the respective Varga or divisions. The Bhava whose Lord is in malefic Sashtiyamsha will diminish. So say Garga and others. The Bhava whose Lord is in a benefic Shodashamsha flourish. This is how the 16 Vargas are to be evaluated. The 16 Shodasha, the Shodasha Varga, apart from giving clues as to the dignity of the planet, can we use it to delineate? What is that, sir?
Delineate.
Various bhava effects. The proper instruments are ascendant for well-being or otherwise on the physique, hora for wealth, decanate for happiness through co-born, Chaturdamsha for fortunes, Saptamamsha for dynasty or progeny, Navamsha for spouse, Dashamsha for power and position, Dvadashamsha for parents, Shodashamsha for convenience and related happiness, Vimsamsha for worship, spiritual progress, religious activities, Chaturvimshamsha for academic achievements, Vamsha for strength and weakness, Trimshamsha for evils, Kha Vedamsha for auspicious and inauspicious effects, Aksha Vedamsha for all general indications, Shashtiyamsha for general indications. When, for example, consider the academic achievements of native, take second and fourth lots. If these occupy favorable Chaturvimshamsha, the subject will progress with education unhindered. So here he given an example that if you want to see the person academic achievements, take second and fourth lots. If these occupy favorable position in Chaturvimshamsha, the person will progress in education. So he's telling that if you take second and fourth lot from D1 chart, and if you see second and fourth lots in Chatur Vimshamsha, if they are good in favorable positions, this person will progress in the academic achievements. Or if Dasha Lord related to education is dignified in Chatur Vimshamsha, he will confer wide learning. Similarly, other events be delineated accordingly. So if you, whatever the Dasha was progressing, if you see the Chatur Vimshamsha, that Lord of Dasha is in favorable position, then also this person will achieve good progress in education. Sloka 6 and 8 need to be clearer approach. Take a bhava owned by a planet. If the said planet is in malefic Sastyamsha, then the bhava is question, suffers a defeat. Good and bad Sastyamsas have been specified earlier. Another clarification is about the Lord of Shodashamsha being benefic. If a planet is in the Shodashamsha of a benefic, then the house owned by the first mentioned flourishes. The word so means benefic without reference to good vargas or sloka 52 of the previous chapter. Why the sage choose the exceptions is inexplicable. So here he managed to give some examples. So if you want to see the person education, then we need to go with, what are the lords of second and fourth that we need to see in the Chatur Vimshamsha. If it is they are in good positions, the person will go through the academics very smoothly. And whatever the dasha was running for a person, if we see in Chatur Vimshamsha, if it is occupying favorable position, then also his academic careers will go very smoothly. Like that, for all the 16 Shodasha Vargas, we need to see for each and every aspect of life, we need to see and check all these divisional charts. So that's all, sir.
Yeah. Basically, all these Varga charts, the planet going in next deep level. So D60 is as per Parasara, this one, D60 is the last. So if any planet is attaining bad Shastramsha, so we have all 60 Shastramsha lots according to their lots, positions, quality. We can know that which are good, which are bad. If you go to the previous pages, you will get. So we can note down these Shastramshas are good and remaining are bad. So if any planet, out of 9 planets, if you take any planet, suppose Jupiter is in good Shastramsha. Good Shastramsha, you will give definitely you are going to get the good results from that. So in the same way, negative for negative results. So ultimately is Shastramsha, the position of the planet. So next is shall we continue or stop here?
We'll stop, sir.
Okay.
Any
So
doubts?
yeah, will have a doubt or anything, please unmute yourself and ask.
If no doubts, we'll close and we'll meet next. Okay, shall we move, sir?
Yeah, just one thing. Sorry, I'm Sujata Nayyar here. I'm
Yeah,
from
please.
Mumbai. I just want to know which book should I purchase for BPHS? Which would be a better one?
Which book means you're better to get in
Author,
your
which author?
mother tongue. There are many authors.
English or Hindi will do.
Yeah,
In
Hindi,
English,
there
we
are so
following
many.
Santhanam.
No, there are so many. That's why it's more confusing, na?
No,
Because there are so
Santhanam is
many
only
that
one. Only
Sorry?
one.
We are
There is
following
only
Santhanam,
one.
madam.
You are following?
R.Santhanam.
R.Santhanam. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Author name is R.Santhanam.
Yes, Santhanam. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, the book we are reading now is the author is R.Santhanam.
Okay, Santhanam. Okay, I've noted it.
Yeah.
Many people will read Krishnamurti one also. Madhura.
The
Madhura
Telugu.
Krishnamurti. Yeah,
Madhura
Telugu.
Krishnamurti Telugu one.
No,
That is very famous.
I don't understand Telugu. I'm
Yes.
Punjabi. I'm North
Yeah.
Indian, so I understand only Hindi and English.
Yeah, Hindi also you will get so many books. One of them is Chaukamba Publications. You can get it from there.
Chaukamba.
Yeah, Chaukamba publication from Varanasi.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. It was a very nice session. We'll wait for more sessions.
Thank you. We'll continue like this.
Yeah, thank you.
Parasara is the one basic pillar for all the other astrology concepts written by many authors, but Parasara standing as a base for all the other concepts. Like whatever we go, any author, any model also, BPHS have no confusions. We'll get a better clarity. The foundation, like if you want to a foundation course, then BPHS, reading BPHS is like a foundation. There may be any advanced or pre-advanced, so many courses, so many authors written so many books, but the foundation is Parasara.
Yes, it's the basic.
Yeah, basic one.
Basic.
That's all, sir. Pedraj gar.
Sir.
We'll move to second.
Yes, sir. We'll close. Yeah. We'll move to second.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for all joining and have a nice weekend. Nice week. Bye.
We'll meet next week. Thank you all.